It's your boy Big Toe. You checking into the Laboratory Podcast. You already know what it is. You feel me? And we gonna get right off into it. Episode 9 is here. And I want to say a special shout out to everybody who been supporting the platform. We 9 weeks straight with the content. Who is fucking with us? 9 weeks straight with the content of the Laboratory Podcast. But I'm not gonna waste y'all time no more. I know y'all been waiting to see y'all, boy. Y'all love sitting here and looking at me every week. You feel me? Picking apart my imperfections and stuff. But we getting into episode 9. And don't think I fucked up the intro, because I didn't fuck up the intro. I don't fuck up the intro, man. I never fuck up the intro. I know a lot of y'all been waiting on episode 9. So guess what? Episode 9 here, you feel me? Let's get right off into it. And don't think I messed up the cup shake. I just got the double cups today. They call me Double Cup Toe in the Bay. I ain't never been to the Bay. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But first, I want to start off this podcast with saying I'm praying for everyone, man. I'm praying for everybody. There's a lot of things that's been going on. Mass shootings, you know, people dying left and right. And I just realized, just going through our life, that you lose people. And not only do you lose people as far as them passing on, but sometimes you lose some people just on your journey to being great. You feel me? And I just want to take some time to say, like, I'm truly praying for everybody. If you watching this, I'm praying for your success, praying for your happiness, praying for your well-being. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to take time out of our day, just show that respect and show that love, to say that we praying for people, because it's a lot of people who are out here who not praying for everybody to be good. And we seeing that with the country. People who got these positions to make decisions, they don't care about every human. They don't value human life the way that everybody else do. So sometimes I got to take some time out on my platform to show y'all that I'm just a little bit different than maybe your favorite podcaster, your favorite athlete, your favorite person. And I'm going to take that time to address stuff like that. Because when things like this happen, it's no way you could turn a blind eye to this stuff. It's no way you could do that. If you care about humanity, if you care about other people, it affects you. And honestly, even made it a little bit harder for me to get on this podcast today, because so many people out here losing their lives. So I just want to take some time to say, if you've lost a loved one in your life, if you feel me, just lost people throughout your journey, man, I'm praying for you and I'm hoping for the best for you. But now we go get into the content. We're going to break down a couple phrases today that people say that I just want to dig a little bit deeper into. So the first phrase we go get into is, I don't feel nothing, I'm just built different. Man, it's so many people who feel like they just built so different. We turn ourselves into emotionless beings because we're scared of being hurt again. A lot of us don't know how to forgive. And it's okay to not know how to forgive, because I'm not saying when you forgive, you got to talk to that person, or you got to, you feel me, communicate with them people anymore. But what I'm saying is, when we set our lives up to the point of us, when we don't feel anything, when we just become robotic, humans aren't made to be like that. We're made to feel emotions. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel happy. It's okay to feel upset. But what you don't want to do is turn your emotions off to the point that you don't feel nothing, because then you neglecting feelings of love, feelings of joy. You not only neglecting the bad feelings, but you neglecting the good ones too. And I know this is going to sound crazy to people, but you need to take time to learn from these situations. If somebody do you wrong and you turn off your emotions towards the situation and you don't analyze it and get to the root of what's wrong about that makes it feel wrong to you, then you might run into the same situation over and over and over again. Life will become a hamster wheel where you never dig deep into your emotions to see what's the root that you really have a problem with, to the fact that you just keep running into the same thing. Like, maybe you have a friend and they're a little bit jealous of you. And your main thing is, you don't like, the root of all your problems is that you don't like when people try to stop you from being successful. If you turn off your emotions, they a hater, fuck them. And then you keep running into this into your life. And you don't even know why you keep running into the same thing, but it's because you don't take time to break down your emotions. You so busy of being built different. You so busy of being this tough-skinned person that you really weak mentally, because when you can take time to analyze the situation and say how you felt about it, that's what strong people can do. Strong people can break down something and say, this is what hurt me. This is what made me feel bad. They don't feel like them admitting hurt or admitting vulnerability makes them feel weak. But when you are weak, you can't even allow the perception that something hurt you. So you try to turn everything off. But we can't turn things off forever. We're human. We're people. We can't live our lives not being who we are because of what other people then did. And that's what I learned in my life. I can't live my life for other people. I got to live my life for me. I can't get on this camera every week and talk and get mad that people not giving me viewership or stuff like that. If you true to yourself, you got to be true to you. You got to take what come with it. That's how life is. But why turn off some our emotions because the people did us wrong, and then we taking off enjoyment in the future of people who are gonna do us right? You feel me? Like, I'm not turning it off. Like, I never be a lame nigga because you a lame nigga. I never be lame because you lame. I'm never gonna be corny because you know. I'm not gonna do something out of my comfort zone. It's still my job, even through all the bullshit I've been through, to try to learn to find some love and to find some peace in this universe. And I'm not gonna turn that off because I had some past traumas and situations. When you turning it off, when you trying to be tough, and a lot of people was commenting under that I had Metro Detroit News deleted them, but commenting under my post even last week about this whole tough mentality. You really breaking yourself down. When you break down your emotions and you don't feel nothing, you break it down a part of life that you not gonna be able to experience. It's something when you can experience love, loss, grief. You can experience all of these emotions, and it's the complete circle of life. When you cutting off your emotions, I don't feel nothing. I'm just to go. I don't feel nothing. Everybody hating on me. Everybody not praying on your downfall. Just everybody not supposed to be a part of your journey. Some people here for a season. Some people not here. It's not here to be here forever. Everybody's not a forever player in your role. That don't cause no hate. That don't cause no harm to you. You feel me? Because if you really going and you trudging along and you doing your thing anyway, it don't matter if somebody else. It doesn't always have to be a hateful situation when you have a disagreement with somebody. And I feel like that's the thing. We all want to cut it off because we've been hurt by exes. We've been hurt by parents. We've been hurt by people. But if we cut off our emotions, we're going to cut off us from experiencing love in the future. And some of us are too young to do that because it's still a lot of life to be lived. And even if you older, it's still a lot of life to be lived. Why would we cut it off? Why would we cut it off? Why would we cut it off? Instead of breaking down the reason why we feel the way we feel and admitting to ourselves, this is the reason. This is the root of my problems. Let's break it down instead of just turning it off, because I want to love somebody and I want to love people. I want people to love me. And I don't want to lose that in life just because some people fucked me over. Just because I had some bad experiences. Because just how many bad experiences I've been fortunate to have some good ones. Even if you have some bad experience, you done had some good ones. You feel me? It's programmed in us to look at negativity so much harder than we look at positivity. We look at negativity with a microscope. We can break down everything negative about a situation. But I ask people to break down something positive, they don't have too much to say. Don't let the traumas that other people caused in your life cause you to not be able to live your life to its fully degree, cause you to not feel love, cause you to not, because if that's the case, they're winning. People win and we give them the power when we stop them from allowing us to feel joy in our life. And to feel joy, we got to break down the reasons that we feel upset sometimes. And it's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be a road that's just paved for you that you can see. The road take different twists and turns. Everybody's journey is different. But what I don't want y'all to do is cut off this emotion of love, cut off this emotion, because yes, we've all experienced some crazy stuff. But it's like, who wants to go through life feeling nothing? You know what I'm saying? You had some bad experiences with some friends. That shouldn't stop you from trying to be friends with other people in the future. Am I saying live naive and don't live with awareness? Yeah, if you see certain stuff that resembles other stuff that you've been through, you call it out. But don't let it get to the point that you can't even enjoy your life because you so busy trying to be tough and be this person that you're not, because you don't want to get hurt again. We all take that risk in life when we have relationships, romantic, friendships, family. We all take a risk when we entrust people with our love. And sometimes it hurts. But I don't want you to not feel anything, because it's a very empty space to feel nothing. You feel me? Some of us so conditioned to being hurt that we don't even know how we feel to be loved and how we feel to love yourself. Love yourself is being honest with yourself. I would rather you say honestly that hurt, and jealousy hurts, and abandonment hurts, and not feeling reciprocated hurts, other than just saying I don't feel nothing, I'm built different. You know what? Build yourself differently to be vulnerable enough to say those things. Even if you don't tell nobody else, tell yourself, so you can notice the patterns and you can still open your heart up to love. I don't want y'all to deny yourselves the opportunity to love people, to love yourself, to love your situation, to appreciate where you at in life because you feel like you don't want to show this weakness. You don't want to show weakness to the world. It's not weak to be vulnerable. It's weak to ignore your vulnerability. So that's what I wanted to start off the podcast to say. Another thing is people tell you trying too hard. You trying too hard. You hear that all the time. Like, man, you trying too hard. But work ethic gets you places in life. Work ethic. Think about that. That's a lot of talented people in the world. And for all the people that's out there that's talented, everybody has a talent. It might not be your exact same talent, but it's a talent. But if you don't got the work ethic to match it, it means nothing. Like the craziest people in the world is the people who you see them, they walk around every day and they tell you how great they could have been. Bro, I got to be on that exam and I didn't even study for it. Imagine if you would have studied what you could do. You feel me? Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. People around you, they say you trying too hard. Now this is not if you trying too hard to be cool, your nigga should call you out on that. Because if you doing corny stuff, that's not you. But when you around a group of people and you just doing something and they don't understand it and they like, man, you trying too hard at that. Man, fuck them people. Because they not on that journey with you. They not on that. Certain stuff you have to try hard. Certain stuff you have to have work ethic. And when you have work ethic, you make other people look in the mirror. And I've learned this in life because I've been around people who maybe they didn't have the same drive as me and they like, you trying too hard, you take this podcast too serious, you take work too serious, you take school too serious. But bro, who the fuck are you to tell me what I should attribute my time to? You feel me? All them people that saying you taking stuff too serious, you trying too hard. Now if you doing something out of your bubble and it's really not you, and like it's not like you just exploring something new, but it's just something corny and it's not you, yeah, your people should call you out. But other than that, man, try hard. Work hard. I feel like people don't say that a lot. People tell you, oh man, just being talented and let things flow and it'll work out. No, man. Work ethic is something. Most of the people I looked up to in life had great work ethic. Kobe Bryant, great work ethic. Kevin Hart, one of my favorite people, great work ethic. Like, you not corny for trying hard. You corny for having the skill to go do something and be great and not utilizing it because you too fucking lazy to get off your ass and do something in this world. That's the corny people, not the people out here trying to do something with their talents and skills, not the people out here trying to do something new that they didn't know how to do before. The people out here who too cool to try at anything, those are truly the corny people. You feel me? It's not the people who they out here utilizing every resource, trying to figure out a new way, trying to learn how to do this, trying to learn how to do that. It's beauty in learning stuff. It's beauty in trying to be better. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot to the fact of you can't even try to be better. You can't even try to learn new things to become a better version of yourself because you scared of some people say you trying too hard. You supposed to kick back and being cool. Man, cool don't always get it. When it comes to getting the bag, sometimes you gotta grind for some shit. You can't always be cool trying to get some shit. Everybody wants to have this persona of, oh yeah, I did that and I didn't even try. What the fuck does it matter if you try? If you didn't try and you got a B and I tried and I got an A, okay. It's nothing corny with trying to do some shit. Because that's how you learn how to do things. You should be trying to be better. And if you're around people who tell you don't try to be better, you don't need to be around them. And that's just a fact. You're not trying too hard. You're not taking stuff too serious. You love what you do and you're trying to learn how to do more stuff. And keep doing that. Don't allow other people to take you off your path because they not serious about their journey. Because maybe they ain't took school as serious. Maybe they ain't took work as serious. Maybe they ain't took their hobbies as serious. Maybe they don't take their relationship as serious. And they tell you taking it too serious. You taking it too far. No, because I want to be great at something. I want to be great at something. So sometimes I got to take it a little bit more serious. Maybe I take an hour to set up this whole podcast, but I want to be great at it. I want to be great at it. I sit in my room, I edit this. I shoot this all myself. It's nobody else in this room, it's me. But I want to be great. I got to keep putting it out, whether I get 10 views, whether I get 100,000 views, because I want to be great. I'm not trying too hard. I'm trying to be the best version of Tori. And people around you who say, oh, man, you trying too hard to... No, I'm not trying too hard. I'm trying to be great. So take that away. I'm not trying too hard. I'm trying to be great. You feel me? Take that away. You feel me? Let me get another sip of this. You know, I got the double cup. It ain't nothing but pink lemonade in here, man. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't nothing but pink lemonade in here. I ain't even into that for real. You feel me? Ain't nothing but pink lemonade. Another thing I want to say, it's okay to have anxiety. It's okay to be anxious. You want to know what comes with anxiety? Sometimes excitement. Sometimes you could be so anxious for something you excited. And that anxious energy produces a great product. I think about that all the time. I'm anxious every time I get on this camera. You feel me? I'm anxious all the time. All the time. Like, man, I don't even know if it's going to work. I don't know if this going to work. I don't know if that's going to work. I'm anxious, but it turns out great. It's okay to have anxiety. It's okay to be nervous. You don't have to play like you're not shaken by anything. Some stuff is going to shake you. Some stuff is going to rattle you. Because when you steadily exploring and you're trying to read new books, you're trying to travel different places, you're trying to live differently, you going to have some anxiety because you doing some shit that you ain't never done before. And it's okay to be anxious. It's okay to have anxiety. It's good anxiety, it's bad anxiety. The anxiety that drives you to go do stuff that's productive, that's good anxiety. Anxiety that drags you down, that totally destroys your mentality, now that's bad anxiety. But the anxiety to get up and go do something, don't not be proud of that. Cause sometimes, I don't know about y'all, my anxiety done got me to do some homework early. It's done got me to do some shit that I probably wouldn't have did. But it's okay to have anxiety. Like I said, you don't have to be this stone cold person to succeed in the world. You can feel things. That's just how funny is it. You can feel things, but it's true. Hey yo, pause. But you feel me? You can feel things. You don't have to walk around this world not having anxiety. Sometimes it's good for you. Sometimes you need that. That's that extra motivation that gets you over the hump. The little anxiety you feel in your heart, like, oh shit, this exam coming up. That little shock is what gets you going. You feel me? Sometimes that turn you up. For my athletes out there, that anxiety, you step onto the court, you feel like I'm not even ready. I was a little sick. You step out into the court, you hear the crowd roar. Ooh, that little anxiety turn you up. You out there shooting now. You feel that's how life is, man. Channel your anxiety the right way. Run out there and get hyped because the crowd don't have to be other people. It could be you cheering you on. I turn on this camera, it feel like the crowd in here. It feel like I'm in the Staples Center and oh, I'm just about to say something great that's gonna change somebody's life. I'm about to say something great that's gonna change somebody's day. I'm about to say something great that can help somebody out. You feel me? Let that anxiety work for you. You feel me? Don't let your anxiety work you. Make your anxiety work for you. Make your anxiety work for you. Don't let your anxiety work you. It's okay to be anxious in this world. When you being great and when you on the road to being great, you always gonna be a little anxious. But hey, we got nerves. You gotta feel some shit sometimes. It's okay. Like, anxiety not always a bad thing. It's not always bad. It's all about how you channel things. But for the people who anxiety stopped them from going out the house and stuff, I feel that, man. I got into a car accident. I was so anxious to drive again. I'd be behind the wheel. My hands were shaking. I'm over there like, my shit was shaking. Like, shit wasn't even funny. My shit was, you feel me? But when you go through things, you're going to have some anxiety. It's okay to feel stuff. You're not alone. I have anxiety too. You feel me? So, for my overthinkers out here, I'm even down with y'all, you feel me? That's what anxiety causes you. Sometimes you done went through so much stuff, it causes you to overthink even the simplest of decisions. And I'm down with y'all too, you feel me? But think about that overthinking. Sometimes it channels something. I used to overthink all the possibilities. Hey, what if I get into grad school in senior year? What is that gonna do? Like, that's gonna fuck with me. I know how my anxiety is set up. So it prompted me to go do something early. It prompted me to go network. It prompted me to go do other things. And then it prompted me to bring myself around people who sometimes they be like, fuck it, just do it. My nigga Bruce, he watching this right now. Every time I shoot this podcast, I send him 20 different pictures, 20 different videos of angles I'm trying to use for the podcast. And I'm like, man, should I do it like that? He's like, man, fuck it, just do it. So even when you can't find skills in yourself, this is when you're supposed to surround yourself with other people who bring out other sides of you that maybe you can't channel on your own. People who inspire creativity of you that maybe you can't inspire on your own. Because we all need people in the world. You feel me? Collaboration helps everybody. So even when you don't have that, if you bring yourself around people who got that mentality of like, we just gonna do it. We just gonna go hard. We just gonna get it done. Those are the people that's gonna help you reach the next level in life. You feel me? It's about surrounding yourself with different people. It's not bad to overthink everything though. Because when your mind is over here contemplating all the different possibilities, you expand your perspective. And when you expand your perspective, you don't only ask yourself what's the difference, like why am I overthinking this? You can confide in other people. And when you talk to people, even if you don't agree with them, if they give you their opinion, you gain in a perspective. Every conversation is a lesson. Every conversation is a lesson. Even if you don't agree with them, you gain in a perspective, another possible perspective somebody else could have in the world. Maybe your mind can go somewhere that it hasn't went before. You feel me? But it's not bad to overthink things because you have to consider the possibilities. You're not a terrible person for overthinking. You're a terrible person. You're not a terrible person. But if you allow that to control you and you don't allow it to work for you, if you don't let that help you get ahead in life, like that should help you get ahead. You should use your overthinking to help you conquer things before they happen. I used to always tell my brother that when I was applying to grad school. He'd be like, man, why you on all of these meetings and stuff? Because I don't want to run into the same wall as other people. When I get somewhere in life, I'm like, hey, what's the common mistakes people make when they get in here? Because I'm not the dummy. I don't want to be the dummy who 25 people ran into the wall, ooh, that was a burp. God damn, my bad. I don't want to run into a wall too. If 25 people run into the wall, you feel me? Fools learn from their mistake. Wise men and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. Don't run into the wall that 25 people have ran into. If you're an overthinker, if you have anxiety, get out in front of stuff. That's how you make it work for you and you don't let it work you. Remember, don't let your anxiety work you. Work your anxiety. You feel me? Come on now, bro. We got this. But if you watching this and you contemplating doing something risky or contemplating taking a leap, sometimes you just got to jump. If you want to be successful, sometimes you just got to jump out there. It's not always going to go the way you want it to go. It might not be roses and bubbles, but jump out there and do it. Whatever you contemplating doing, you feel me? Long as it ain't nothing harmful. You feel me? If you contemplating doing something great that you feel like it's going to take yourself to the next level, man, just do it. If you about to drop a t-shirt line or a clothing company, man, just put out a shirt. Just fuck it. Fuck all the promotion. Fuck all of that. Of course you want to do it the way you want to do it. Man, just put something out. You feel me? Because I remember watching videos about starting a podcast and people said the most important thing to do was to start it. And now we 9 episodes in. Just start something. You feel me? You'll figure it out. But just start it. Just get going, or you gonna forever run on this hamster wheel of wondering what if I would have did this? What if I would have did that? What if I would have took this leap of faith? Don't live your life like that. Don't live your life with what ifs. Because as we saw at the top of this podcast, life changes. It's not always the same. Things won't always remain the same. Tomorrow isn't promised. And you living your life thinking that tomorrow is promised, because we all want to think we're going to be alive tomorrow. But at the same time, you have to realize when it's over, it's over. When it's over, it's over. So why not take that leap of faith? Why not say I did that? Why not say I overcame that? Why not say I conquered that? Whatever change you're looking to make it. Because to make change, you got to make change. To make change, you got to make change. You feel me? To change, you got to make change. To change, you got to make change. Something got to change. If you want some shit to shake, something got to change. Just like I said before in earlier episodes, if you want to do something you never done, you got to be willing to do something you never done. You got to be willing to take a leap of faith. You can't deploy the same tactics and expect a different result. You deploy the same tactics and expect a different. That's insanity. You gonna run on a hamster wheel. You got to be willing to do some stuff that you might not have been willing. And I'm not saying compromise your morals, but I'm saying jump out there on a creative level and do some stuff that maybe isn't everybody else's opinion. And you got to know when you're taking a different route. Sometimes people go step on your toes because they're going to say, man, you should do it like this. There's a million people who tell me how I should run my podcast, but they not me. When you're doing something unprecedented, people not going to understand, so don't expect people to understand you all the time. Sometimes you just need some friends that'll listen. Because everybody not going to understand your greatness or what you're trying to do. And it's okay. But don't let other people's anxiety and their scared to jump out there mentality stop you from jumping out there. Go jump. Go be great. After you watch this podcast, go be great. You feel me? And then one other thing I want to tap on. Minor change equals a major difference. Maybe you looking to make a change in your life and you can't commit to something so drastic. Like I know I always think about getting in the gym, but when I think of going in the gym, I think of all these Instagrammers or YouTubers and people I know they in the gym for 2 hours. But like even if I just go run for like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, I feel better. Sometimes a minor change makes a major difference. You don't have to run life at everybody else's pace. Run life at your pace because your path is so paved for you. It's so destined for you that you go get to parts where other people don't understand it. But sometimes a minor change makes a major difference. If you're trying to start reading, you don't got to go out here and read 12 books in 1 week, man. Read a chapter. Read another chapter. Read 2 chapters. You feel me? Build yourself up. Sometimes it's a minor change that makes a major difference in our mood, in the way we carry ourselves. If it's anything like that, man, don't feel like you got to race the world, man. You got to race yourself. Don't race the world, race yourself. Because the word is going to catch up at some point. Sometime, at some point, the word is going to catch up. The word might not always catch up to your greatness, but you know it. Sometimes people ain't get their credit, and a lot of people ain't get their credit until they passed away, until it was over. That's when other people look back and they said, damn, this person was great, and we didn't even realize it when it was going on. You feel me? So the word got to catch up to you sometimes. Sometimes you ahead of the curve. Sometimes you ahead of the curve. The word not going to understand you. It's that minor change, though. That minor change to be a little bit different. To, hey, man, I walk this way to school every day, man. Let me walk another way, just to see something different from school, just to do something different. Sometimes it's that minor change that helps you inspire something in you that you didn't know was there. So, like I said, when I said jump to be successful, you don't gotta jump 1,000,000 yards, man. Just jump 2 if that's what it takes. But run life at your own pace. The only person you racing is yourself. Because you your greatest competition. And you your greatest asset. Most of us beat ourselves up more than other people ever would. We talk more stuff about ourselves than other people ever do. It's that minor change that makes a major difference. So just try to make a minor change if you can't make a major one. And getting a little bit better every day is doing a lot more than a lot of other people. You feel me? A little bit, sometimes it's a lot. You feel me? So just think about that. And then one other thing I want you to think about and really, really take this in is generalizing the world. A lot of us are young. All right? I see us, we hop on social media every day. We got 1,000,000 opinions. Even if you older, you got 1,000,000 opinions about everything. You ain't lived to see nothing. You feel me? And I'm going to get real with y'all. You done dated 5 girls on 6 Mile and you feel like you know how all women work. You done dated 5 niggas off of 7 Mile off of Joy Road and you feel like you know how the whole world of love works. Man, don't let what's happened in your life blind you so much that you start generalizing this world and you can't even enjoy the life you live in. You don't even feel the need to explore because you think that you know everything. You don't have to know everything. Don't generalize the world so much that you can't have no fun. Oh, all of these people are like this. I see people my age do it all the time. Man, bro, I don't want to go here. People here is like this. People here is like that, man. I heard. Man, go live. You too young. You too smart to move off of rumors. Go experience something for yourself. Everybody is not the people you met in your life. I'm not saying live life unaware, but I'm saying don't live life to the point that you're letting your past stop you from enjoying stuff in your future. Stop generalizing the world. You don't know every fucking thing. You don't understand every person. Some of us, we got preconceived notions about everybody. We ain't been nowhere. You ain't never left your state. You ain't never left your city. You ain't never left your block, but you think you know everything. You don't. You don't. And with that mentality, you're not going to learn much more. If you really want to go experience the world, go experience this. Stop stereotyping, listening to these rumors, generalizing everybody, thinking they like the people you'd have met before. Because you're going to cut your nose off to spite your face. And at the end of the day, you not going to get those experiences because you think you know every fucking thing. You don't. And it's okay. Stop generalizing the world. Everybody not like you. Everybody not like your situation. And that's the beauty in it. But go out and learn it and appreciate it. Other than trying to generalize and talk about and make up all these stereotypes and preconceived notions. Sometimes as humans, we try to make sense of things. We want to make sense of the entire world. But it's not our job to. It's our job to live and to live the best life possible for us. But it's not your job to generalize this whole world. Man, some stuff, man, if I don't know shit about it, I don't know shit about it. People like, man, if I was hanging out with my homies and they like, man, you got an opinion about girls in France, bro. I ain't never been to France, bro. I'm not about to be like, man, I heard on social media, man, French people was like, man, if you don't go live, that's another reason to take a trip, to go have some fun, man. Go live. Stop trying to act like y'all know everything. You feel me? You don't know everything about everything. You don't have to. But go live. Stop trying to generalize the world. Sometimes you don't know what the fuck you talk about. You need to shut up. You feel me? It's okay to not know. But damn, y'all think y'all know everything about everybody. If you log on to Twitter, everybody's a doctor, a lawyer. Y'all have so many professions. And I'm not saying y'all not multifaceted, but it's like, damn, you know shit about people that you ain't never met before. You got preconceived notions. Can you just go live a little before you start trying to generalize the word and cutting off a whole group of people maybe that you ain't even get to meet and you already got 10 preconceived notions about them? Like, man, go meet somebody. Go talk to somebody, man. Chill your ass out. Go learn something. Go love something, man. I'm fucking generalizing the world. And especially for the people around my age, 21, 22. Man, we too young to think we know every fucking thing, man. If you don't go learn something, you don't go be somewhere. You feel me? We hop on social media every day. Oh, man, all women are like this. All men are like this. They doing this if they doing that. You know they doing that if they doing this. And if you don't go fucking live, you done dated the same people in the same 6-block radius. You don't even know how everybody in the world is. But your ass will hop on Twitter or Instagram quick and tell us how the whole world works, man. Come on. Let's go live a little bit before you try to start generalizing the world, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Everybody's different. You don't gotta try to stereotype people and generalize people all the time. Everybody's on different pages, but it's okay. It's okay to be on a different page. Sometimes you in the mood for celebration and your friend is in a moment of depression. And it's okay for you to celebrate and it's okay for them to be depressed. Y'all don't always have to be doing the same thing to understand each other. You just gotta sometimes think about how you would feel if you was in that position. But what I want y'all to know is everybody's on different pages, but it's okay. It's okay to be in different places in life. We not always going all align. But when you lead with love and respect and you care about the people you're around, you're going to get more out of it regardless. You lead with compassion. You lead towards empathy. Lead with empathy. You don't have to understand everybody's emotions. And I'm not asking you to be a psychologist. What I'm asking you to do is understand everybody's at a different point in their life. And it's okay. Just leave with respect and love. You don't have to sit in a conversation and nod your head and say you understand everything about somebody's life because maybe you don't. It's okay, though. It's okay to be on a different page long as y'all still love each other. And so lastly, I'm going to talk about vision. Have some vision. You feel me? And just know that your vision is your vision. Everybody's not going to share. Everybody's not going to love what you do and how you think. Everybody's not going to see what you see. Me personally, I have so much of a greater vision for this podcast that when people talk about it and they don't fuck with it, it's cool. Everybody's not going to understand your vision. You feel me? Everybody before they was genius, they was a little crazy. People look at them like, oh, he's crazy. She's crazy. They're tripping. They always gonna say that bullshit. They don't understand where you come from. They don't understand what's in your heart. You feel me? And be careful who you share your vision to, because sometimes it's fragile and other people's opinions sometimes shatter it. But just have a vision. Have a plan. Have something that you want to do. Don't allow this world, as brutal and as hard as it is with like all the mental health things going on, have a vision. And fuck the people who not down with you. Fuck them. If they not down with you, they don't want to see you succeed, fuck them. You got vision, you gonna do something great. And I just want all y'all to know that it's okay to have vision. It's people who really want to do something great, they're gonna have a vision. Think outside the box. Go do something great. Go do something that's gonna change your mentality and the people around you. Just understand that people not gonna understand on the journey, and they not always gonna support. Sometimes it's a very lonely road to greatness, but you gonna make it. And I want y'all to know. It's episode 9. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to call it yet. And your boy Big Toe is here. But we out. And it's your boy Big Toe. And oh yeah, before I get out of here. You can be anything in the world. But you can't be Big Toe. And I'm out. Peace.